Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Yes, my outside again, it is what it is. That being said, please remember to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets you the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope you care, so share and sound off in the comment section below. So Brian Levell, 9.82 seconds. Say what? 9.82 seconds. Absolutely crazy. I don't think, well, some people saw it coming, trackies, but for me personally, 9.82 is not where my mind went. I was thinking 9.8 high, you know, probably mid at the National Senior Championships. That being said, it came, and it came in the most spectacular way. 9.82 seconds. New personal best. The second fastest athlete in the world. The second fastest athlete being a Jamaican. And guess who is number one? Also a Jamaican. Guess who is number three? Also a Jamaican. So we have Kishane Thompson number one, then we have Brian Levell, and then we have Levell. Absolutely crazy. And of course we have Akeem Blake, that's also, you know, ranking in, you know, the top performers this season for Team Jamaica. So trackies, and the rest of the world as far as I'm concerned. But coming out of that, I hinted at the 4x1. I said, here what? I don't care what's going on and who you're selecting. Brian Levell has to run in that 4x1, and not just run, he has to run in the finals. But then I just remembered something, and it dawned on me, and I said, hold on. In 2023, we had an athlete. So Brian Levell didn't make the 100-meter individual team. As a matter of fact, he didn't finish top 4. He was slated to finish there, you know, given how he was running, but that wasn't the case. Finished 7th in the men's 100-meter finals, but coming into that finals, he had a 9.94 seconds clocking. So everybody was thinking Brian Levell is a sure bet, you know, probably top 3, if not top 3, just being a part of the main 4x1 team. However, again, that's not what happened. And since then, he didn't dip below that magical 10-second barrier, you know, again. However, he did so yesterday. Now, trackies, in 2023, there was an athlete, Elaine Thompson-Hira, that didn't make the individual team in the 100 meters. Matter of fact, she didn't finish top 4 as well. She finished 5th in that women's 100 meters. And coming out of that, trackies, of course, the thought process was, oh, top 4 has to run in the finals for the 4x100 meters. But something we noticed heading to the World Championships in Budapest is that Elaine Thompson-Hira was obviously much faster than she was at the National Senior Championships. Now, the National Senior Championships, she clocked 11.06. Heading into the World Championships, though, there was no clocking, no proof at that particular point in time that Elaine Thompson-Hira was indeed faster. But trackies, what she laid down in the heats for that women's 4x1 proved that no, Elaine Thompson-Hira is back in great shape and she should be a part of the finals. You know what the track is? They did not include Elaine Thompson-Hira into the finals. So the finals run, don't get me wrong, you know, Shelly and Fraser-Price had her mishap. She picked up an injury on the backstretch, so Jamaica wasn't able to run to the full potential that we could have performed at. But there's also the fact that if Elaine Thompson-Hira was on the team could have also potentially gone faster as well, you know, given the performance. Now, I know some people are going to say, we never know what would have happened on a third leg. Would Elaine Thompson-Hira have left the baton? We're not really sure, right? Because it never really happened. But the point is, right, that Elaine Thompson-Hira, athlete that was faster than a couple of the athletes that were actually in the finals, didn't get a shot at running the finals. So here we are, 2025. Brian Levell, 9.82 seconds. Let me say it again. 9.82 seconds. So you tell me, one of the things say, oh, now go sit down and left off Brian Levell after the 4x100 meter the finals. No. So I'm calling it now. Do not make the same mistake J3A's. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciated Shashili Forbes' leg. She ran a fantastic leg. But again, Elaine Thompson-Hira was faster for that season as well. So guess what? We could have actually had, as I said, a faster athlete in the relay. And Elaine is a proven, you know, athlete, especially on that curve as well. She runs a fantastic curve. So there shouldn't have been, you know, any debate about whether or not we should have used a faster athlete that is capable of competing well in the relays. So my thought process is going forward when it comes to this Brian Levell situation at that 9.82. Yeah, we have a couple of guys that we're looking at, right? Off the bat, Kishane, Levell, Akeem, good. A team, wonderful. We need one more athlete though to go with those 3. Who are we going for, right? my thought process, of course, we have Ryan Ford, we have Rohan Watson, and we have a Brian Levell. No, I did say any one of these three, for me personally, can work on that third leg, and I did rank Ryan Ford, Rohan Watson a tad above, you know, a Brian Levell when it comes to running on that curve for relays. I do think, you know, sometimes he looks a bit rigid when he's running relays. But that being said, 9.82 and 9.82. 9.82 was still the second fastest time in the world. 9.81 another dibby time, right? I believe he ranks top, you know, 10 all time, you know, on that performance based on a Jamaica, from a Jamaican perspective. I believe he's around, you know, 8th in the world, you know, on that performance from a Jamaican perspective, as I said. So you have a man what has now dipped into top 10 from a Jamaican perspective. When we have the world record holder, you see in Bolts 9.58 and run 9.82. He didn't make, you know, top 4 in the men's 100 meters, but I sure as well believe that many people are going to agree with me when I say that Brian Levell should be the athlete that runs in the finals for the men's 4x1. And guess what? Ron Watson still has an opportunity to run, and Brian Ford still has an opportunity to run. Just figure it out from in the heats. We can probably go in the heats, we can give it to Rohan Watson, oblique Seville, then to Ryan Ford, then to Kishane. And then in the finals, we can do Akeem Blake to oblique Seville, to Brian Levell, to Kishane Thompson. And all the athletes get an opportunity to run all apart. They get to share, you know, in the glory of the gold medal, you know, that we will be getting. And of course, Jamaica will turn up and dominate. No, it's so funny because I remember when I did a video earlier on saying that Jamaica can dominate in the men's 4x1. Ona never did agree with me. But now that Brian Levell run the 9.82, all of a sudden now say Jamaica can dominate. Jamaica could have dominated even without the 9.82 there. But guess what? We want to put the little icing on the cake. We want to put that icing on the cake and remind the world, say we name and we're a big Jamite, right? So we're coming out to destroy. And yeah, day trace, don't make the same mistake you made in 2023 by not using Elaine Thompson here in the finals. I'm telling you all, make sure that you put Brian Levell in the finals for the men's 4x100 meters. 9.82 is crazy, and we need to see that in the men's 4x100 meters at the finals. Actually, Shanikin, if you see if he can get another Diamond League finals, I mean, I know him not have no point. I mean, I know if he can squeeze you in or something and try to see if he can win, you know, that bye, because it's so crazy, you know, for that men's 100 meters if we could actually get a Brian Levell in it, because he's really on fire. His 200 meters is going to be special. I want to dive into that in a different video. But yeah, 4x1, Trace, don't make the same mistake. Chuckies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you believe that, you know, we should have Brian Levell in the finals, you know, outside of, you know, Ryan Ford, who was 4th, you know, in the men's 100 meters at the National Senior Championships? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on in the next one. Bye.